Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is November the 30th, 2017. Golden hold, strong hand. You need one of those. And remember, try and aim to get that one Bitcoin. That's the first step. One Bitcoin, then you get 10, then you have 16, 21. Who knows what's next? All right, people. Remember, check out the notes section below. You can get cool shirts like this, Cryptograffiti, Trezor, Ledger Nano, CryptoHWWallet.com. I've got other affiliate links down there to get discounts on a Trezor directly from Trezor. Let's start with what's going on here. If you have a Bitcoin strong hand, then none of what's been going on bothers you at all. It went up to 11,000. You're like, cool, man. I'm happy that it broke 10,000. I'm partying like a rock star, but I'm not going to sell my Bitcoin because I think about the year 2020. I think about the 2020 halving, or maybe even the 2024 halving. I have long-term thinking. I'm not impulsive. So then when it drops down to 9,000, when it drops $2,000, you've got a strong hand. You're like, Adam warned me about this. He said it was going to drop. He said for a long time, we're going to have days where it drops $1,000. And we're going to have more of these in the future. It's just something that I'm used to already. So I warned you about the temptations of the ups and the downs. So just enjoy the roller coaster ride. It's a roller coaster ride. And some of you are going to get off in the year 2020 and the year 2020, 2024, whatever. You know not to get off this ride at the very least. You're going to stick with it until the 2020 halving. You know that. You've got that goal in mind. And this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin roller coaster ride, you get crypto dividends along the way, free crypto dividends. So yeah, you're going up and down, but people are throwing free money at you too, just by holding. And you get to watch like a freak show around you too of all the weak hands panicking, all the fudsters, all the maniacs who believe in these altcoins, just the people with all their scams are trying to throw on you. It's a freak show out there, but you're just sitting back, relax on the roller coaster. Sometimes it's, your stomach jumps up and down or whatever, but you're cool with it. This is what it's all about. So we're going to get into more of this crazy 24 hours, but I mean, it really didn't affect me very much. I've been trying to just get my sleep back to normal here in Busan, South Korea. Hey, tomorrow, Friday, this week in Bitcoin, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Gabriel from Venezuela will be on to tell us what's really going on in Venezuela when it comes to Bitcoin. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's New York time. That's 4 p.m. in Los Angeles. I guess it's, midnight in London? Okay. And not only that, we're going to have two other guests. One of the guests is a person who has been to North Korea and knows about Bitcoin in North Korea. This is going to be something you do not want to miss. A very special guest. I mean, who else has guests on who have been to North Korea for Bitcoin-related reasons? Well, you're going to see tomorrow if all goes well. Oh my God, it better go well. I hope he gets on and everything. So yeah, 7 p.m. Friday night back on the East Coast in New York, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., etc. Figure out your time based on that. All right, follow me at TechBalt, TechBalt on Twitter. It's exploding. Yeah, so again, $1,000 is the new $100. We used to have $100 drop days and people would panic. Now we're going to have $1,000. It's everything by multiples of 10 now. Just so get used to it. Get used to it, people. Dash has went up a lot lately. It looks like it's a partial BitThumb effect. Maybe they're marketing themselves. They're having these conferences. I couldn't find out about any other. I mean, I didn't do that much research into this, but clearly BitThumb in South Korea, where I am, is pumping it. People jump into Dash. But one thing, when doing my research into what's going on with Dash, I went to dash.org, their website, and they have an article from November the 18th. It's Dash versus Ethereum. Will 2018 see Dash finally decimate Ethereum? Oh my God. I mean, obviously it's Dash is somewhat centralized, I guess. They've got a marketing team. They are straight up attacking Ethereum. I mean, they have an article on their site challenging Ethereum. I mean, that's different, isn't it? And that very aggressive. When I've had Amanda Johnson on the show before, I mean, I said that to her. You guys are very aggressive. So hey, I just wanted to point that out. It is a top tier altcoin. You don't hear like Vitalik or someone's challenging. I mean, he says things about Bitcoin, but he doesn't write articles. Well, 2018 see Ethereum finally decimate Bitcoin. No. So check out the article for yourself. Dash people, very aggressive. Hey, that's the way they're going to do it. Hey, their price is going up. They know how to pump, I guess. Marketing, pumping, bit thumb effect, all go hand in hand. All right. Lightning ASIC. That's Jack. He's behind B Gold. He has a tweet out there I linked to below. More B Gold custom full node Raspberry Pi V3 plus 2. More strong network, more strong community. Hey, people, check that out if you're interested in all that mining, B Gold, being involved with B Gold. He's got a very interesting tweet. He's giving away some stuff. I'm not into the technical side of things. I know there are some big fans of B Gold mining out there. So check it out. Check that crypto dividend out. We love our Bitcoin crypto dividends, us holders, because we get them. I mean, we like free coins. What are you going to say? We like free altcoins. Pound that like button for Bitcoin, baby. All right. So a mainstream news article. I don't usually comment too much about these. The IRS and Coinbase. So this sets the precedent. I mean, we all knew this is going to happen. If you sign up for Coinbase, you have to be prepared that every single thing you do on there, the IRS is going to eventually find out. I mean, don't try to hide anything, but still people thought, oh, Coinbase isn't going to give over the information. So what they have done so far is if you did anything with your Bitcoin on Coinbase between 2013 and 2015, and it involved $20,000 worth of it, then they're going to tell the IRS. But if you didn't if you bought or if you held that amount during that time period, what's it matter? That's not taxable, okay? Now, if you sold on Coinbase during that period and you had $20,000 worth of Bitcoin, then you should have fully expected to pay taxes anyway. So the IRS is going to find out that you sold. So, I mean, what's the big deal? But just be ready. They're going to do the same thing for 2016 and 2017 and 2018 also. So, I mean, if you sold on Coinbase or GDAX, then be prepared to pay taxes. I mean, what's the big, we have these big articles, Coinbase giving over information. They're going to give it all away. Just don't be a trader. Just be a holder, and then you don't have to worry about this insanity. Well, not taxes until you sell. Until you sell, that's when you worry. I mean, that's not when you worry. That's when you plan. I mean, you've planned it all along. If you're an American, you bought through Coinbase, be prepared to pay taxes when you sell. I mean, what more can I really say? But I did want to say it, that's come to a conclusion. I just wanted to for anyone who had this crazy hope that Coinbase isn't going to give over information to the IRS. I mean, it's ludicrous. I mean, I don't even know why there was really a fight and why everyone's waiting. This time period, there's not a lot of money the IRS can even make off of the people that were selling at Coinbase, because they're probably losing money at the time. And Tone Vays actually pointed that out also. But I mean, again, this is just the beginning. They're going to want it for 2016 and 2017 when people were making plenty of money and there were a lot more people involved. Remember, people, subscribe to this channel. Check out the links section below, because there are all the pertinent links that I have mentioned so far. The Coinbase article is linked to below. And also Yeah, follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, TechBalt. All right, so we have a 10% drop after huge weekly and monthly gains. I mean, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? I mean, we just reached like 9,000 for the first time the other day. And now we're above 9,000 still. It just be patient, people. Be patient. I mean, it was great to be over 10,000. And the funny thing is, and this is not the FUD anyone, this is just a comparison. You know, some of these numbers are very similar to 2013, but by multiples of 10. And I know 2018 is not going to end up being 2014. But it is odd that it is a 4-year difference. And we talk about these 4-year halvings. Like in 2013, Bitcoin soared, from 200 to all of a sudden, around 1,100. And this year, we've gone from around less than 2,000 to 11,000. So it's an interesting comparison. Again, it just shows how much we've grown from the beginning of this year, from the beginning of 2013. It's amazing, and this is only the beginning, people. All right, I haven't talked about Steemit for a while. I noticed on my Steemit account, I am Bitcoin Meister on there, by the way. And if you check out the link section below, you can follow me at Steemit. I post there every single day. But if you watch these videos every single day, then you really don't have to go to my Steemit because I just post those videos there. And they're kind of older there. But some people follow me on Steemit, and I'll upvote you. I'll re-Steem you if you're my friend. And, if you're into it, you leave comments, you tell me about a cool thing you do. I do re-Steem people. And I upvote them too. But what's going on at Steemit that I did not notice, they've had these hard forks in Steem. And what it has done is, like, I was powering down and it just stopped me from powering down. So some of you may have been powering down and you might not realize that you're not powering down anymore. So you have to start to power down again if you want to power down. That's just a little tip from a guy who's on Steemit and who likes to get free Steem to turn into Bitcoin. I have never bought Steem in my life, and I never will. And I have done quite well just from posting on Steem and getting free Steem and getting free Steem-backed dollars. You are insane if you buy those things. I mean, if you buy free things in the cryptocurrency world, I've got no sympathy for you because you're going to get really, I mean, if you buy the Bcash, same thing. I mean, it's just... all right, things, because you get it for free just by holding. And again, on Steem, you got to be a little active. You got to post your content, but a lot of you have awesome content out there. Post some stuff. I know artists out there. Post on Steem. It's worth it. A few minutes, you'll get a better understanding of cryptocurrency and how to change a certain cryptocurrency into Bitcoin. It's a learning experience. All right. Yeah, as I said, take it easy, people. We just, things move fast around here. We just broke 9,000. I know it's like hard to remember now too, especially for me because I guess I was in Baltimore. It was during Thanksgiving we first went over 9,000. I don't even know. It's surreal when you've been traveling around too, but things move real fast. We just went over 9,000 for the first time. Take it easy. We should be happy. I mean, we just went over 5,000 for the first time very recently too. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. So yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. It's going to be, it could be 12,000 tomorrow for all I know. It could be $7,000 for all I know. Just keep the strong hand, people. All right. Let me say real quick. All right. Remember, people, Super Chat is the only way I can see you guys over there. But I did see Richie Rich. I checked over there for 1 second. Richie Rich is over there. He said strong hand. Very nice, Richie Rich. That's all. Do the Super Chat if you want my attention, people. I can't answer your questions unless you do that. All right. So here is a quote from Fernando 1970, the year the Orioles won the World Series before 1983. All right, no. So what he had to say was, enough of this shoddy tulip mania comparison. To compare a 6-month Dutch economic bubble from 1637 with a 9-year global disruptive innovation in 2017 is intellectually embarrassing. Bitcoin might fail, but it is not a bubble. Well said. Well said. Woo! That's one for Ric Flair there. Okay. So, yeah. Trezor. Check out the links below. I just had that written down. All right. Bitcoin is the world reserve cryptocurrency. Yeah, I knew that, dude. course. I'm talking to myself now. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to say about the Bill Still video I quoted yesterday. Bill Still, like me, said, use Bitcoin as a savings account. Dude, Bill Still, man, you get it. You get it. Bitcoin should be your savings account, people. You don't touch it. Do not touch it. Just think of it as a savings account. Remember how those used to be? Pound that like button if you remember savings accounts and you're not a grandmother. I don't know if anyone's pounding that like button. All right, so what's this about my 10,000 Bitcoin to $9,000? Okay, yeah, strong. Oh, the thing is, when it dropped $2,000, when Bitcoin dropped $2,000, like after my show yesterday, think of it. It's a weird. At the beginning of the year, Bitcoin was not even at $2,000, and now it just drops $2,000. It can drop more than it was worth at the beginning of the year. Wow. I hope you own Bitcoin at the beginning of the year because you're probably doing pretty well. Yeah, I mean, you got the free Bcash, you got everything because of it, and it's gone up so much. All right. So here is really important news, and this is a tweet by Tour de Meester pointing out that Bitflyer, and I have mentioned this before, Bitflyer is an exchange in Japan, they have now been approved for a bit license in the United States. So soon enough, Americans are going to be able to buy cryptocurrency on Bitflyer, in a similar way that they can buy it on Coinbase. Sure, you're going to have to give them a lot of information, but at least that's competition. That is just great news because right now it's Gemini and Coinbase, basically. If you have dollars and you want to buy cryptocurrency. Now it's going to be Bitflyer also. So Bitflyer plans to offer 0% trading fees in the US through the end of this year. Okay, so when's it starting? I don't know. The exchange plans to add, now this is important, the exchange plans to add support for Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, and other digital currencies in 2018. Okay. So yeah, they got their bit license. The competition, that's great. But what I want to point out here is maybe we're going to have a Bitflyer effect. If I understand this correctly, you are going to be able to use your dollars to buy Ethereum Classic and those other coins I mentioned on Bitflyer. Now, right now, you cannot buy Ethereum Classic with dollars in the United States. All right? The Coinbase doesn't let you do it, and neither does GDAX or Gemini. GDAX is Coinbase. So we could see when Litecoin was added to Coinbase, there was a big jump. So if Americans are suddenly going to be able to buy Ethereum Classic, and it said other digital currencies too. So maybe there'll be some other ones on there that will get a Bitflyer effect too. But keep an eye on that, and maybe if Bitflyer lists Ethereum Classic and some others, then the others will be tempted to do that too. Coinbase will add it, and maybe Gemini also, but maybe more likely Coinbase. So keep an eye on this Bitflyer situation. We might have this Bitflyer effect. I'm sure Ethereum Classic people are thrilled. One thing I forgot to mention about my airplane ride, I watched the movie Taxi Driver, and I know a lot of people say my mohawk and Robert De Niro, that we look similar. I'm not Italian, I'm Jewish, but I don't have a mohawk like he did in the movie. I fell asleep during the movie because it's a 13-hour ride. But something I wanted to point out that I didn't point out yesterday, Sybil Shepherd was so good looking in that movie. You got to watch it. And maybe more people are probably familiar with Sybil Shepherd later in her life. Now, what, she's 70 years old now or something? I don't know. And I don't put ladies on a pedestal or anything, but I can appreciate a good looking woman. She was really good looking then in 1976. Unbelievable. Really good. So I fell asleep. I'll have to watch the movie again. It's an interesting movie. I'd like to see how New York looked in 1976. That's kind of cool. De Niro, he's a good actor. Yeah, he's a good actor and everything. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. I forgot to mention that yesterday. Hey, you get all sorts of information here. Here's a tweet by Woodman, Your Mom. I don't know. It's linked to below, but he tells us that Cryptopia NZ did an amazing job today. No confusion anymore. Cryptopia, by the way, is an exchange where you can sell your Bitcore at if you get into the Bitcore airdrop crypto dividend. That's complex stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but Cryptopia NZ is a place where you can sell your Bitcore for Bitcoin. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because Cryptopia, I give them a round of applause. They list it as Bcash on there. They list Bcash as Bcash. So people don't get confused and get into the situations that I mentioned on yesterday's show. So good job, Cryptopia, out in New Zealand. I think and hello, New Zealand. You're doing a great job naming things by their correct, naming Bcash by its correct name. Very good. That's going to give you some new customers, some new respect in the cryptocurrency community. Value your wealth in Bitcoin, people. Remember that. Remember that. All right. Last thing, another Tour de Meister tweet. He links to the Wall Street Journal front page this morning. It said Bitcoin mania. Even grandma is in it. Hey, that's great. Bitcoin mainstream. I guess that TV show's coming on tonight. What's that show called? I don't even know. The Thursday night show in the United States is going to have a Bitcoin episode tonight on NBC. The Big Bang Theory, and now the Wall Street Journal. So hey, we'll have some more pumps. We'll have some more weekend dumps, but we've all got strong hands here that we pound that like button with. So I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. I'll say hi to everyone in the chat real quick. Bye.